Hi, my name is Chris Young, and on September 6th of 2025, I had the pleasure of attending the 9th annual Rock and Roll benefit for SMA. This event is the largest in the country for benefiting people with spinal muscular atrophy. It's their 9th year, and they've raised over $1 million. It was my first time to attend the event. I was really excited to be there. I was going to be part of a panel interview at the opening ceremonies. So here's some video that I took. Most of it just me rolling around, looking at the silent auction exhibits and the raffle items and getting a feel for the ambience of the whole event. There was a DJ playing some really great music, and unfortunately, I can't let you hear any of it because it would give me a copyright strike. Fortunately, I found some royalty-free music to put in the background. But I hope you enjoy it. Here is their Roll of Warriors, featuring all of the SMA people connected to the event. Here you can see me right in the middle of the screen there. Here we are in the family tent. There were a number of items donated that are going to be raffled off, just to the SMA families. Some of the items were donated for free. There's some books that I donated. And a new feature in this year's event was the supplies exchange. If you have extra medical supplies that you don't need, you can drop them off and exchange them. Here are people hanging out in the family tent. There were a number of companies had tables set up. There was a home health agency. And then here's a van from Superior Van and Mobility. I decided I would give it a try, see if I could get up and down their ramp.
Perfect. You wouldn't even need these back seats.
And no reclining.
Yep, no reclining.
Here are some swag bags for all of the SMA families. I picked up mine. Thank you for the gift.
We're about 5 minutes away, so if everybody wants to come make your way over here, next 5 minutes, we're going to start the opening ceremonies.
Lots of people hanging out at the food tent as the ceremony was about to begin. They had a really nice ramp going up to the stage. I checked it out before the ceremony started. It was going to be easy to get up and down.
Adrienne and Ben Vollmer, please, up on the stage.
Now we come to the opening ceremonies. I had my sister positioned in front of the stage to take some video, but she accidentally bumped something on her phone and it stopped recording. So the only video I have is me waiting in the wings to come up on stage, and then my view of what happened on the stage.
Hello. Hi. Welcome to Grand Park. I mean, if it's good enough for the cold, it's good enough for the walk for Graham. Let's face it. So what do you guys think? What do you think of the video? Okay. Well, this is a lesson in life because change is hard. I think we all have experienced that. I think it's awesome. I think the accessibility is incredible. The parking. Yeah. The parking. That's amazing. I've heard a lot of good things about the food, so there's that. So that's awesome. One other thing that is pretty amazing out here today, I'll tell you. This is called the Cure SMA Walk for Graham. It started that way 9 years ago. But you guys, the reason that we are here is for every single individual with SMA and their families, okay? It extends far beyond one person. It's everybody. And the one thing we had, the most difficult thing of adjusting today out here was our wall of warriors. We spent a lot of time with 3M sticky things trying to get this out here so that it was front and center for everyone to see. We were seconds away from just abandoning it, which felt so wrong because that's why we're here. And then we had this great idea, our DJ let us use his trailer, and we did an impromptu wall of warriors. Honestly, it worked so well, Ryan, we're going to ask you to do it again next year. So thank you. One other thing I just want to draw attention to you guys, this is our 9th year. We officially have raised over $1 million. That's a big deal. And we could not do that without everybody here today. So I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for pivoting and changing with us and joining us at our new venue. We hope you guys are having an amazing time. And I'm going to turn it over to Adrienne.
Yes. All right, welcome to Grand Park. Like Erin said, thank you so much for being here tonight. We are absolutely honored, my family and I, Nick, our kids, Ben, Lucy, and Graham standing here behind us. It is such an honor for us to host this event yet again this year and see all of these faces and all of this crowd come out to support. So thank you so much. Like Erin mentioned, it's grown bigger than just to celebrate Graham, although we all love to do that. It is about the 30 SMA families that were registered and joining us here tonight. So I would just like to give a big round of applause for all of them. We have some first-timers, first-time SMA families here. So Chris, Chesney, Lori, and Presley. If you happen to see any of them, welcome. We're glad you're here. And then we are also honoring, we have families here who are honoring loved ones that they've lost. And we just want you to know that you're not forgotten. So I want to mention Xander and Aiden and Carter and Corey and Sydney and Corinne and Ralph and Paisley. Just know that you're not forgotten, and you're also a big part of the reason that we're here. And all of the returning SMA warriors, welcome back. We're glad you're here with us as well. So a round of applause for that. I do have a little list of sponsors and thank yous that I'd like to get to, but before I do that, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the hard work that it takes, like Erin mentioned. It was a little bit of a tricky setup this year, adjusting to our new venue, and the committee that I have, I know I say it every year, but their hands do the best. They work efficiently and they work so passionately, and a lot of it is just their love for Graham. And so huge thank you to my committee. I love them, and I'd like you guys to just give them a round of applause and help me thank them. Okay, we had 35 business sponsors for this evening, totaling over $56,000, which is incredible. Special thanks to Capital Group as our presenting sponsor, New Wine Wealth Group, our platinum sponsor. If you haven't visited them, they're running the raffle over here, and you should go buy some tickets before we get those drawn. We have 7 diamond sponsors tonight: Brawnability, Superior Band and Mobility, Beata, Erin Watts with Berkshire Hathaway, Comfort Care, First Merchants, and Transamerica. And then we have 26 other gold and silver sponsors. If there's too many to mention, but we really appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts. We could not do it without our business sponsors, so thank you. We have 55 family sponsors this year, which is also an incredible number. Raised over $35,000 with our family sponsors, and that's just simply families that wanted to give a little extra, and so thank you for that. We also have several people who start teams, and many of these are in honor of our SMA families that are here. So I'm going to give a shout out to our top teams, the Kahansters, the Michael's Muscles team. I don't know where they're here. I hear everybody's cheering back there. Lori's League, of course, Fighting for Aiden. They have a little special place in my heart. And then our number one top team for tonight, who is going to go home with a little prize, I think we have it here somewhere, is Team Mila Ray. We're going to bring Mila up on stage and give her a little prize. She's the one that requested a couple of kids' shirts this year, so we have Mila to thank. On why we're here. I know many of you know our story. We started this 9 years ago, and we truly were living in fear of the worst. We were watching families that we were coming to know and love lose their loved one with SMA, and it was terrifying. And the sad thing about it today for me is that there are still so many SMA families experiencing loss. So that fear doesn't go away, but things have changed, and we have to recognize that. So there are millions of dollars have been raised and put towards research, and that means there's new treatment drugs, and it is absolutely bringing a completely different type of hope to some of these newly diagnosed families who are able to embrace it, get early access to treatment because of newborn screening happening all across the United States. And we just know that that's a huge win, and we can't lose sight of just what those new treatment drugs and what that research is doing for us. But it's not a cure, and that's why we're still here, because our community, our SMA community, is still fighting really hard for all of our kids, even our adults with SMA that are here with us tonight. It is still a battle, and we appreciate the fact that you are all here fighting that with us. So thank you. Every night when we tuck Grim into bed, I have to take some of those fears that I harbored 8-9 years ago, and even though they linger every day, I just have to push that aside and focus on the good that's right in front of me. And it's this little boy who hugs me and tells me that I'm the best mom. And that's why we're here, because I know for not just me and the people in our SMA community, but any of you standing here would do anything for your kids. And that's what this event means to Nick and I. We're standing here today because we are going to do anything for our kids, and we're going to do anything for that little boy, and we're bringing the community together, and thank you for being here with us on that. We have a really cool, I think, next 5-10 minutes planned for you guys. First, we're going to welcome, we're so honored to have Kenneth here. He's the president of Cure SMA. He graces us with his presence at this event, and we're really honored. So we're going to welcome Kenneth, and then we've got some SMA individuals who are going to join us on stage so that you guys can experience a little bit more about their lives. And so I hope you enjoy it. We're going to try to keep it short because I know it's hot out there, but bear with us. I think it's worth it. And hand it over to Kenneth.
Thank you. Thank you all. What you were hearing there, that's thanks to what you've done by coming to this event, supporting our whole community. We've changed SMA. We've changed it in really dramatic ways. You can hear we've got newborn screening in place now, and that's around the whole country. So every single birth gets screened for SMA. That lets us get people on one of the treatments that we have approved now very quickly as well. So that's the other big thing. With all your support, we were able to get these powerful treatments approved and available for people. And this is really building off what you've done here in Indiana. getting newborn screening in place around the country, but this goes around the world as well. We have thousands of people on treatment in the US, tens of thousands now around the world, and it all starts here. That's where all of this change comes from, and that's thanks to you. So we've made a huge difference already. 3 powerful treatments that can slow down, stop the disease. And if we get it in soon enough, that's where we can sometimes even prevent it from showing up. And this is dramatic for us, but that is unheard of in rare diseases. 90% of all rare diseases don't have a single treatment at all. There's only a handful that have multiple treatments approved like we do in SMA, and that's thanks to all of you. That's where we are today, and it's what you've done. This is an amazing event. Every year, 9 years pulling it together, and our biggest one, biggest in the whole country, you're all coming together. So thank you. And please join me in saying thank you, Adrienne, Nick, everything you've done to pull this together year after year. You catalyzed this change. But we're not done. I think you're hearing we still have more to do. There's still issues, unmet needs that we have to address. And that's what you've also been helping us with over the last 9 years with the funds that are raised every year, helping us fund research for more treatments. And the good news, the big news actually is this is going to be a big year for us. Again, we've got some treatments approved already that make a huge difference. We've got to now focus on can we bring back strength that's been lost. Not just stop the disease where it is, but reverse symptoms, build back muscle, bring back strength. And this is going to be a big year for us. We actually have 4 new treatments that we could get approved this year. One's already happened, another 2 in 2 weeks, and then maybe 1 by the end of the year. So hopefully you can see the impact that you're having. We're already at a place which is so unusual for rare diseases, and we might just get another 4 just this year alone. And again, this now is maybe our pathway. This is where we build back. This is where we're ultimately looking to get to with a cure. Can we reverse symptoms for everybody in our community, especially the older community that really needs these new treatments that are coming next? So thank you for that. You've got us to today. And these next treatments, that's thanks to all of you, your support. And so we'll keep you in the loop. Hopefully we'll come back next year and be able to say another round, treatment breakthroughs. Thanks to all of you. So thank you for everything you've done for our whole community.
Thank you, Kenneth. My dad called him a couple years ago when he was here, Cure SMA guy, which is, he's the guy. Sorry, hold on, I just worked the contact out. All right, for those of you who don't know me, Nick Vollmer, and I'm also a crier. So I've been given the honor of speaking tonight, and I'm super excited about this panel. It's something a little different that we haven't done in the past. So we're going to go ahead and start calling people up. Graham is on the panel tonight. You guys know Graham. Graham is 10 years old and was diagnosed with type 1 cure SMA, type 1 SMA at 8 weeks old. He's been living every day to the fullest and loves Xbox, hanging out with his boys, football, baseball, all the things. Next up is Mila. Mila is 8 years old and is currently in the 3rd grade here in Westfield. She was diagnosed with SMA type 2 at 9 months old. She's involved in musical theater and her Girl Scout troop. I'm sure they're right around here, aren't they? Somewhere? You see them? Oh, they're all right here. Okay. She loves to swim and read. Loves all things lavender and some T-Swift. Next up is Chloe. Chloe is 24 and has type 2 SMA. Diagnosed 3 days after her first birthday. She is currently in college. Where at?
Ivy Tech.
Ivy Tech, all right. Working on her bachelor's degree in psychology with an end goal of doing something in disability advocacy. Next up, we have Emma. Emma was diagnosed with type 1 when she was 6 months old. This week, she definitely beat the odds. It was her 13th birthday this week, guys. 13th birthday. She's now a 7th grader, and if you ask her about her favorite things, she'll tell you all about My Little Pony and her army of beloved stuffies. But more importantly, I have to say it, 13 this week, guys. 13. Let's all sing Emma happy birthday. I'm not going to start it. I'll do like a pitch pipe thing or something to get it started.
I'll help out with that. Here we go. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, sweet girl. And last but not least, we would like to welcome Chris up on the stage. Chris Young, everybody. Chris is an award-winning freelance author, disability advocate, and developer of all kinds of cool things to help out. He runs a podcast called Contemplating Life, tells the story of his life experiences living with type 2 SMA, which includes stories about his personal journey, his faith, and the occasional political rant, and some TV reviews.
That's right.
Did I cover it all?
That's it.
Okay. And then in closing, we have Mila is going to do the questions on this panel tonight, but I just want to thank you all.
Graham, what is your favorite part about this event? Probably hanging out with my little.
Oh, hanging out with his friends, for those that didn't hear that, and specifically Maxwell.
Okay, we can go over by cloak. Let me do it on my neck. Okay, there we go.
What is something you have coming up that you are looking forward to, and why?
That was Disney. Can you tell me why? Because you love it? Okay. And she wants to go back.
So many wheelchairs, I know.
Yeah, traffic cop.
Chloe, what is the hardest part about going to college with SMA, and what is the best part?
Yeah, thank you. I think for me, the hardest part is at this point being able to physically get there. But I personally am in the process of getting my license. I got a few driver's training sessions so far, which has been going pretty good. And I think the best part's just being able to learn more and be able to have an end goal of doing what I really want to do.
Okay, tell us about living with SMA and what it means to you to see so many people at an event like this.
Well, I consider myself a pretty good writer, but I don't have the words to describe what I'm seeing here today. This is my first time at this event. There was nothing like this when I was growing up. I was born July 12th, 1955, which makes me 70 years, 1 month, 25 days, 6 hours, and 50 minutes old. I can't exactly prove it, but I think I may be the oldest type 2 alive right now. So, but I didn't even hear of the words SMA till I was 45 years old. When I was young, my parents took me to Raleigh Hospital, and my mom says, my son's got weak muscles. He's been that way since birth. And the doctor says, oh yeah, that's called amyotonia congenita. She says, hey, what is that? He says, well, it means, it's Latin. It means weak muscles since birth. She says, wait a minute, that's what I told you. Yeah, but doesn't it sound impressive when you say it in Latin? So, when I was young, I felt like a grumpy old man. Back in my day, we had it rough. But seriously, I was fortunate enough to live inside Indianapolis Public Schools boundaries. If you lived outside IPS, there was no special education. You couldn't go to school at all. There were no IEPs, no 504, no ADA, none of that. So this is really big deal that we have all these advantages today. And so I want you to consider how fortunate you are to live when you are now. You know, we have, as Kenneth said, we have 3 treatments. We've got more on the way. You've got benefits that I didn't have. And so I want you to, when I finish here, don't applaud me, but applaud one another. Applaud the people who made this event. Applaud the scientists and researchers who gave us the treatment. Applaud all the advantages that you have now that I didn't have when I was growing up. So each of you is a blessing, and be a blessing to one another. And the way just, you know, I can't promise you you're gonna make it to 70 like I am, but however long you've got, consider each day a blessing and a gift, and try to maximize what you do with each day. Don't get bogged down in what you can't do. Maximize what you can do. And that's how you survive for 70 years with a disease like SMA. So applaud one another, please.
I hope you guys appreciated that as much as I did, but hearing from them directly, and we hope to do that next year, bring some of our other SMA individuals up on stage, but let's give them a big round of applause. Thank you so much for our guest speakers tonight. All right, a couple of quick housekeeping items and then we're going to get to it, but right when we get back from the walk, we will come back up here on stage. We're going to be doing our SMA family specific raffle drawings, and then we have this opportunity drawing that was in here. So if you bought tickets and you put tickets in, make sure you hang on to them and come back to the stage after the walk, because we're going to be pulling those tickets and you have to be present to win. And then
after these ceremonies, everyone took a ceremonial 1-mile walk around Grand Park. I couldn't believe how many people were actually there. There had to be 150, maybe 200 people. Just look at all the people walking around Grand Park in support of SMA. It was really heartwarming. I got a lot of compliments about my speech. People came up to me afterwards and thanked me for what I had to say. I handed out a lot of my business cards to promote my podcast. But finally, it's time to go home. One last look around the family tent, and it's time to hit the road. My deepest thanks to the Vollmer family for inviting me to be part of this event. I look forward to coming back next year. Thanks to all the countless volunteers and hundreds of donors who donated well over $100,000 to this event. See you next year.